The rules of money have changed. What used to work 20, 30 years ago, that's old news. That is why most people struggle with money. It's not because they're lazy, not because they don't work hard, but because they were taught all the wrong things about money. Think about it. We spend years in school learning math, history, and science, but nobody teaches us how money actually works. Nobody sits us down and says, here's how to make money, here's how to grow it, here's how to keep it. Instead, we're told to follow a script that's completely outdated. Get good grades. Get a degree. Find a safe, stable job. Save money in the bank. Work until you retire at 65. Avoid debt at all costs. Work hard and one day you'll be rich. And then what do we get? Struggle with bills. Hope for a pension. Watch inflation eat away at our savings. The truth is, if you're still playing by these old rules, you're already losing the game. Look around, everything has changed. Jobs aren't secure. The cost of living is skyrocketing. College degrees don't guarantee wealth anymore. And the rich? They're playing by a completely different set of rules. So here's the big question. What are the new rules of money? If the old ones don't work, what should we be doing instead? That's exactly what I'm going to break down today. 7 new rules of money that can change the way you think, earn, and grow wealth. These are things I wish someone had told me years ago. Things that could have saved me from making so many money mistakes. And I promise you, by the end of this video, you'll start seeing money in a completely different way. You'll realize why you've been stuck and, more importantly, how to break out of it. So if you're interested in this, then you're in the right place. Welcome to Flourish in Wealth, where financial freedom begins. Rule number 1, what is money really? Most people think it's just paper bills, numbers in a bank account, or something you earn from a job. But that's old school thinking. Money is so much more than that. It's energy. It's a tool. And here's the biggest thing. Money moves from people who don't understand it to people who do. Think about that for a second. Why do some people struggle no matter how hard they work, while others seem to attract wealth effortlessly? It's not because one person works harder than the other. It's because one person understands how money works, and the other doesn't. Back in the day, people were taught that money was just about earning a paycheck. Go to school, get a degree, find a stable job, work 40 years, and retire. That was the formula. But let's be real. Does that formula still work today? Not really. Jobs aren't as secure as they used to be. Wages aren't keeping up with inflation. And saving money in a bank? That's a guaranteed way to lose wealth over time because inflation eats it away every year. So what's the new way to think about money? It's all about value exchange. You don't get rich by working hard. If that were the case, construction workers and nurses would be billionaires. But they're not. You get rich by solving problems. You don't get paid based on effort. You get paid based on value. Think about it. Why does a doctor earn more than a cashier? Because the doctor solves a bigger, more complex problem. Why do some YouTubers make millions while others barely get by? It's not just luck. It's because they provide more value to more people. And let's flip it. Why do people who win the lottery usually go broke within a few years? Because they never learned how to create and manage value. They got money, but they didn't understand it. And since money moves from people who don't understand it to people who do, that money eventually flowed away from them and back into the hands of those who knew how to use it. Stop chasing money and start chasing value. Money follows value, not the other way around. If you want to attract more money into your life, ask yourself, how can I provide more value? Can you solve a problem that people are willing to pay for? Can you build a system that makes something cheaper, faster, or easier? Can you master a skill that companies and clients desperately need? The people who understand this rule don't worry about money because they know how to create it. The people who don't, they spend their whole lives chasing it. That's the difference. Rule number 2, where does money hide? If you're struggling financially, it's not because money isn't out there, it's because you haven't learned where to find it. I will give you 2 hidden places where you can find money. Number 1, money hides in skills. Think about it. A janitor works 10-hour shifts but barely makes enough to survive. A heart surgeon works the same 10 hours but makes thousands of dollars a day. A YouTuber making videos from home can earn more than both of them combined. Why? Because money follows skills. The more valuable your skills, the more people are willing to pay you. Let me ask you, if you lost your job today, how fast could you make money? If you only have one skill that relies on an employer hiring you, you're in a vulnerable spot. But if you have a valuable in-demand skill, you can create income anytime, anywhere. So what kind of skills make money today? Sales and persuasion. If you can sell, you'll never be broke. Every business needs sales. Marketing and content creation, social media, copywriting, YouTube, branding. This is how money flows online. Investing and trading, the rich don't work for money, they make money work for them. Tech skills, coding, AI, automation, businesses are throwing money at people who can solve problems with tech. The best part, you don't need a degree for most of these. You can learn them online for free or cheap. If you feel broke, don't just chase jobs, chase skills. The right skill will unlock unlimited income potential. The second place where money hides is in problems. Money is just a reward for solving problems. The bigger the problem you solve, the more money you make. Look at every successful company. Uber solved the problem of expensive taxis. Amazon solved the problem of shopping convenience. Airbnb solved the problem of overpriced hotels. None of these companies chased money. They focused on solving problems and the money followed. Now here's where most people go wrong. They think making money means working harder. But instead of working harder, try working smarter by finding a problem that people will pay to have solved. Ask yourself, what are people complaining about? Complaints equal business ideas. What do people hate doing? If you can make it easier, they'll pay you. What's a trend that's growing? Money follows trends. AI, automation, health and wellness, online business. Let me give you an example. There are people making $10,000 a month cleaning sneakers. That's it. Restoring and cleaning sneakers for sneakerheads who don't want to do it themselves. Why? Because they found a problem. People want their expensive shoes looking fresh, but they don't want to clean them. Someone saw that gap and turned it into money. This applies to everything. The next time you need money, don't just look for a job. Look for a problem and apply your skills to solve it. Rule number 3, how to make money the new way. The world has changed, and the internet has totally shifted how we make money. You don't need a fancy degree anymore. You need to use skills, platforms, and systems to make money work for you. The world doesn't care about your degree anymore. It cares about what you can do. High-income skills are the name of the game now. Skills like copywriting, sales and persuasion, coding and tech, and digital marketing. Why? Because these are the skills companies are willing to pay big for. And the best part, these skills can make money online on your own terms. In addition to this, think of the internet as your personal ATM. Sell products online through platforms like Etsy or Shopify. And if you're good on camera, become an influencer. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. There's money in creating content and working with brands. Or, if you've got something to say, start a podcast and make money through ads or sponsorships. No more waiting for a paycheck. With the internet, you can make money 24/7 by simply building an online presence. Making money today isn't about working harder or sticking to the old rules. It's about using the power of skills, leveraging platforms, and building systems that make money even when you're not working. It's time to play the game smarter, not harder. And if you're still holding on to those old rules, well, the world's already moving past them. Let's not get left behind, guys. Now I want to hear from you. Head to the comments section below and type New Wealth. I'll be looking out for your comments. And if you're finding value in this video, don't forget to hit that like button. It helps the algorithm and it really supports the channel so I can keep bringing you more content like this. Let's get back to it. Rule number 4, how to manage money because making it isn't enough. Here's the problem. Most people don't have a money-making problem, they have a money-keeping problem. You see it all the time. Someone wins the lottery and goes broke. Athletes make millions and end up bankrupt. Why? Because they never learned how to manage money. Here's the new rule. If you can't manage $1,000, you won't manage $100,000. It's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. Budget like a business. Track every dollar. Don't just save, invest. Saving alone won't make you rich. Avoid lifestyle inflation. Just because you make more doesn't mean you have to spend more. Listen, money isn't just going to hang around if you don't show it some respect. If you waste it, ignore it, or just act like it's there to be spent however you want, it's going to leave. Money is attracted to people who understand its value and treat it wisely. The most successful people don't just make money. They keep it, grow it, and build wealth. Here's the bottom line. If you don't have control over your money, it'll have control over you. Rule number 5, how to multiply money. Making money is great. Managing it is important, but the real game, multiplying it. This is where most people get stuck. They work hard, they save, but they don't invest. And if your money isn't working for you, you'll be working for money for the rest of your life. Here's the deal. Investing is no longer optional. Inflation is killing your cash every year. Let me put it another way. If you're working hard to save money and just stashing it away, you're working against the system. You're playing defense instead of offense. But when you invest your money, you're playing offense. You're making your money work for you, so you don't have to work as hard for it in the future. You have to put your money in stocks for long-term wealth, real estate for assets that grow, and businesses for cash flow. Investing isn't something you do someday. The best time to start investing is now. The earlier you start, the more your money has time to grow. Rule number 6, understand how money operates. This is the stuff they never teach in school, but it's the foundation of wealth. You need to understand cash flow, money coming in versus money going out, assets versus liabilities. Assets put money in your pocket, liabilities take it out. Compound interest, the secret to long-term wealth. Inflation, if your money isn't growing, it's shrinking. Debt, good debt builds wealth, bad debt keeps you broke. ROI, return on investment. If you don't measure it, you can't grow it. Cash flow keeps you alive. Assets make you rich. Compound interest builds long-term wealth. Inflation steals from the clueless. Debt can either make you or break you. ROI is the key to smart money decisions. If you don't understand these things, someone else will, and they'll use that knowledge to take your money. Rule number 7, and this might be the most important, wealth is not built alone. Rich people work together. They have teams, mentors, advisors. Poor people try to do everything by themselves. That's why they stay broke. You need mentors. Learn from people who've already made it. You need networks. Your net worth is tied to your network. You need partnerships. Money moves faster when you collaborate. If you're trying to do everything solo, you're playing a losing game. Guys, if you take one thing from this video, let it be this. The old rules of money are dead. If you don't adapt, you'll struggle. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. And make sure to check out my other video here for more money tips and ways to take control of your finances. You won't want to miss it.